Hello people, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Aviral and in this video we're going to discuss about how to create a ball grid array package in Altium Designer. So I already opened the data sheet of AM335X Cytara processor and I am working on a project right now. So very soon I'll upload those high-speed tutorials on our YouTube channel and those will be available for you guys. So let's start with the tutorial. As you can see, it has 324 number of pins and its package is PBGA, right? So we're going to create that package from scratch. So let's open the Altium Designer first. And in the previous video, I told you how to create a logo in Altium Designer. If you guys didn't watch that video, just go to the link given in the description and you can directly go to that video from there. So firstly I will tell you how we're going to create that. So if you go to the tool and there you'll find few option of creating the footprint. So for BGA package, I'm just going to use IPC compliant footprint wizard, right? Because we have all the dimensions given the data sheet. So we will use that wizard to create that footprint. Okay. So let's go to the tool, left click on tool, then left click on IPC compliant footprint wizard and this window will pop up. Now here what you need to do, you have to just click over left and then in this section you will find lot of predefined packages like BGA, QFP package, chip array package, DFN package and lot of other packages, right? So in our case it is BGA. So we'll just, if it is not selected, just left click over BGA and it will get selected. Now click over the next. Now here we need to fill the information that is given on the data sheet. So I will go through with them one by one. And if you guys want to open the data sheet and just follow this tutorial, just open the data sheet with the link given in the description. So, or you can just directly search this part number. So it is quite big, but it is AM3358 BZCZ and 100, right? So from there you can open the data sheet and on the data sheet you will find two packages. One is for ZCE and another one is for ZCZ. So we are using this one in our upcoming project. So we'll follow this one, okay? So now again go to the Altium Designer. Here it is asking for what is the maximum height of the component. So if you can see on the drawing, this is the maximum height. Just follow my cursor. This is the maximum height. In our case, it is denoted by this one. It is 1.40 max. So we'll just click here. So it is already filled, just 1.4 mm, right? Now it is asking for what is the minimum standoff height, right? So for that, open the browser again and you can see this is the maximum standoff height, which is 0.45 and minimum is 0.35. So here we need to fill the minimum height, right? So we'll just put 0.35. Now again, next is body width. So you can see body width is given as this one, 15.1, right? So we'll fill it here, 15.1. So it is asking for minimum here. So what is the minimum size? It is 14.9. So we'll just click here and fill 14.9. Similarly, it is asking for body length in D direction. Make it 14.9 for minimum and maximum is same 15.1. Now next is, so here we have to fill all the ball information. As you can see, it is written there. So firstly it is asking for E1. E1 is the diameter of, E1 is the from center to center distance, right? So let's open the data sheet again and you can see it is given here. If I zoom it a bit, you can see it is 13.6 typical. So it's already filled there, right? Similarly, you have to fill for the D direction, 13.6. Now you have to fill the ball diameter. So again, let's verify what is the ball diameter. So you can see it is given here and it is 0.55. So you can see I already filled here, right? Now we have to fill the pitch. Pitch is basically the distance between two balls from its center to center. So it's given 0.8 here. So we'll fill it 0.8, right? Now you have to fill the number of columns and number of rows. So we'll open the data sheet again, and you can see the number of rows and number of columns are 18. So I have already filled those, right? And now it is asking for what is the actual number of ball present. So you have to just multiply the 18 into 18 and you will get this number, right? Now we have to left click over next. Before going further, you have to just click over this one, generate step model. So it will generate the step model for here, you can see, right? So it will be reflected over our footprint also. Now left click over next. Just leave this thing by default. Next. Yeah, this thing too. Next. Here you have to select the silk screen. So I generally go for 10 mil. Next. Now it is asking for what should be the line width for assembly line, and what should be the layer that you use for. So you can select as per your library database. So suppose in your database mechanical 8 is the assembly line, so you can select mechanical 8 here and select the line width. So I'm just leaving it by default. You can just customize it as per your requirement. Now left click over next. So here you can just select, just fill the name whatever you want. I am just using this one, just suggested name by the Altium designer. Next. And now it is asking where you want to save this. So I'm just saving it on the current folder. You can just browse it wherever you want, or just if you want to change the name of the file, you can change here. And just click this one also, produce 3D step model, right? Now next and finish. Here we go guys, we have made our first BGA package using the Altium Designer IPC compliant footprint wizard. If we press 3 on our number pad, you can see the 3D model of it. And if I zoom, you can see all the balls are completely aligned with the pads. Now we'll verify the footprint, because that is very important, because it is a processor footprint. If something is missed out, then it will be a very huge problem when we manufacture our board. So what we'll do, we'll just see. So according to this footprint, this is the first pin, and it is going like A1 to 18, and similarly here B1, C1, D1 to V1. So we'll verify that. So as you can see, if I zoom here on the footprint, you can see on horizontal line it is going like 1, 2, 3. So it will be like A1 to A18, and here it will be like A1 to V1, and this is the first pin, right? You can see here A1 corner. So because this is the bottom view, so A1 is this one, right? So in our case also it is the same. So our footprint is fine, and we can use it for our PCB design. So that's it guys, this is the complete tutorial of BGA, and I always recommend to use the tool. Do not try this with manual, because there is a lot of chances to make mistake, right? Because it has like 324 number of pins, and it can misalign, or like it can create bigger issues, right? So thank you guys, and keep watching, and if you like this video, then subscribe my channel, and yeah, that's it.